Well, hi all my LGBT friends and others. So I'm here at beautiful Colorado, and I just wanted to give you a view of this. You can see how green. Everybody in California is going to be jealous of this. Watch this. Isn't that great? So listen, I wanted to talk to you guys about the GOP and what's going on biblically, and how we can make things a little bit better and nicer, and how we can try to understand what's going on and why there seems to be so many problems. If you think about the Bible and why it's important for us to understand our history, and if you think about the Tower of Babel, and you understand that God did not intend for us all to be together, and having one same language and having one same culture, and even though America is sort of like a salad bowl called America, we have all these different cultures, and we can appreciate each other. We can appreciate each other's language. We can appreciate each other's cultures, but we can never be a part of the core of their culture. Just like I am a part of the deaf culture, I could never be a part of the core deaf culture, which is being deaf and having deaf parents. I could never be fully accepted as being a deaf person. I'm not. I'm hearing, and I have some deaf abilities, such as understanding deaf culture because of my parents being deaf, understanding American Sign Language because that's my first language, and being able to make a living out of it. So when you think about different cultures like the Mexicans, or the Puerto Ricans, or the Italians, or the Irish, and the Asians, and Japanese, and Koreans, and so forth, and the Filipinos, and so forth, you can appreciate them. You can appreciate their cultures and bits of their culture, but you can never be a part of their culture. Now, when I mention the Tower of Babel, it is because there is sin in the world that we cannot have and be all together, because we will sinfully do things that are not correct, such as try to build a tower to the heavens. And that's not what God wants. If you look at the GOP, or any family that has children that reflect their parents well, if you looked at Donald Trump, for example, looking at his sons and his daughters giving their speeches, and how he admired them, and how he drew pleasure out of them, and how he was so proud of them and their accomplishments and everything that they've done in their lives up until this point. It is the same thing with God, enjoying each and every one of us, that we are to do and be our very best, to the very best of our ability, to shine for Him, and to be the best that we can be as individuals. And we are to we were made because God draws pleasure in us, in everything that we have done in our lives. It's for His glory and for His purposes, not for our own. And we want to be all that we can be, and even better. So that's why I wanted to bring this up today, because we can't possibly be a completely total melting pot, as we used to call it. We are a salad bowl, okay? And that's called America, all right? And so I just wanted to bring that, to your attention. And we need to have borders. We need to be protective of America. We need to be separate and not part of a one world government. Okay, that's not what God intended for us. Okay, He gave us this great land. He gave us all of its beauty and all of its wonder for us to have a life and have it more abundantly, and to flourish and be loving towards other people. And His last commandment to us was to love one another, all right? And when we love one another and we care about each other, and we love our neighbor as ourselves, then that's just the beginning, okay? That we can get along, but we have to remember that there is sin in the world, all right? And when we accept the Lord into our lives, we supernaturally, okay, it is a supernatural event that gels us with Him, and that and by our reading the Bible, do we really understand, and when we draw closer to Him, He draws closer to us. So when we understand more and we're progressing, we're being sanctified as we go through our lives, okay, and as we grow as Christians, He reveals to us more and more what we are to do, what others are to do. And if we were all Christians, then this nation would be a different nation. So we have to get back to God. We have to put Him first in our lives. When He's first, when we love each other first, and we love Him with all of our heart, soul, and mind, and we love each other, then things fall into place. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, and to give you a part of my time here in Colorado Springs, and to let you know I'm thinking about you, and be back to my beautiful California neighborhood soon. And so I hope that this resonates with you, and I hope that you feel blessed by this message. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.